Hey guys, Comrade J37. Today I'm showing everybody the treehouse that me and my dad built in the 90s. When we built this thing, my younger brother Danny was probably only a few years old. I think this went up 98 for sure, maybe a few years prior. This treehouse was awesome, man. We used to have friends over for all around the neighborhood and go up there. We used to have secret passwords and stuff that would get you in, and you had to know the password. And we used to go up there and just shoot the shit for hours and hours. And we had a small TV. I had a small TV in my bedroom, that like a little 9-inch TV, 12-inch TV. That I used to bring up there all the time, and we'd run an extension cord right up the middle of the trunk and through a crack, and we'd play video games up there. We'd watch movies up there. I had a gun case. I had a wooden gun crate that I put stuff in. We'd have chairs up there, all kinds of stuff. I had this one toolbox. It was just the bottom half with wheels that I used to keep a bunch of stuff in up there. It had a bull sticker on it. We always wanted to put, because you can't really tell, but there is a balcony all the way around it. Not on the left side though. On the left side we expanded the inside by removing the balcony on the left side. We always wanted to put hand railings up there and stuff. I guess several years later when we moved out of there, the new owners put hand railings up too. Except one time people were throwing out carpet down the street, and I took all the carpeting from them, and I put carpet on the inside up there. And I guess after years of rain and stuff, it got moldy and it ate through the wood. So it rotted the wood, and they had to put a whole new floor in there. So they did put new flooring and railing eventually. That was like the last thing I think that ever was done to it, was the railing. And I got to see it one time, all those years later, probably like 5-6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. I got to go up there because I know the guys that moved in there, and still had friends on the block and stuff. And I remember one time we had a big TV, a big tube TV, that it was a storm and it got hit by lightning and it made it go black and white. And I always wanted a big TV up there, so we brought that black and white TV up there. And it was nice because it was so big. It was just kind of weird because it was black and white. This thing's pretty innovative. When the tree grows, you can loosen up the bolts on it and stuff to so that the tree doesn't really grow around the support. It loosens up, and then it'll fit the tree as the tree is growing. This thing was probably up there for 15 to 20 years. My dad says that it could have went a lot longer than that, but a few years back I did notice that they took it down driving by. And yeah, that's my original playground set right there, in the 90s. I think that was there when we moved in. It looks like it was falling apart kinda, but it was still fun to play on. I always wanted to jump across and land on the other side, but it was a pretty far jump. So you can't see the mouse, can you? On the right side, where the roof has support beams to the balcony, there was a branch that would stick out there, and I could just climb off the balcony, put my 2 feet on the branch, and then slowly let myself down, so I could actually get out of there without even taking the ladder up the middle. For the longest time we didn't have a ladder in the middle. We just had one tall ladder, like an actual stair ladder, and that was hard getting in and out. Nobody really liked doing that. So eventually my dad put halfway up the tree a support beam, because we did also have one for a while. It was the support system, or the stair system, were just 2x4s or whatever, nailed into the tree, and that was even harder than the ladder. Like we'd beg my dad to get the ladder out and stuff sometimes, and then finally, last 4 or 5 years that I was living there, we had there was the hole that you would go in and out on the floor, and it was like a drop down. Halfway up was a balcony that had 2x4s going up to the bottom of the treehouse, and it was like a ledge that so you could just use a smaller staircase or a smaller ladder to get up into halfway up the tree onto the balcony. And then I think there were, the rest of the way up was it was just much nicer once we did that. The rest of the way up, they were just 2x4s nailed into the tree. Probably not 2x4s, probably pretty much bigger than a 2x4, but you get the idea. Some of my greatest memories probably would be like my first communion, or skating out front, riding the dirt bike in the backyard. I had a 75, or was it an 85? I think it was a 75 Honda. It was all metal. It was a real heavy bike that I got from family friends. We paid them some money for that, and I brought home one of their really old bikes. You know, it was probably from the 80s, 70s, and I remember one time I took it around in third gear, and coming around, because there was a tree parallel on the other side of the yard. Took it around that tree, didn't take the turn sharp enough, went up the fence. The front tire got locked into the chain link fence, and I flipped the bike. The bike came right up on top of me. Needless to say, I didn't go that fast after that. I didn't get hurt or nothing, which was nice, but definitely got fond memories of the old house in Crystal Lake. I got home movies, but I don't think I'm going to share a lot of it. This is just something that I did want to share, and yeah, this is a short, very short video of us in the treehouse in the 90s. So here we go. Roll it.
Hey Billy, come here. Out the top.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Yo! Oh my God! Yo! What's up?
Where's Danny?
I think that's me, Mike, and I think his name was like Miguel or something. I don't really remember him too much. Oh, that's Joey, Mike.
That's far enough, Joe. I don't want you to fall out.
Me, Danny.
Hi, Dan. What are you doing?
We're doing just fine.
What are you doing in your clubhouse?
We're playing Nintendo, playing with Game Boys.
Oh. That must be 21st century stuff for a clubhouse, huh? I guess I don't want to know what else you're doing up there.
Huh?
I guess I don't want to know what else you're doing up there.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just teasing you.
Don't tease. I understand.
What's the name of your club?
You know, poopers. No, keep quiet. Beware of dog. You see like that sign? No. Oh. You used to hang a sign right here saying beware of dog. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's pretty boring, so I guess I'll let you go.
Okay.
that's a short clip from the treehouse in Crystal Lake where I grew up, and we ended up moving to McHenry after that. Originally from Wonder Lake when I was very young, like 3 years old or something. So we moved to Crystal Lake, then McHenry, and I've been on my own probably last 5 years, 6 years. A couple different apartments I've lived in, really nice. The apartment I'm living in now was brand new 5 years ago when I moved in. I spent another year before that in an apartment behind the library in McHenry, a real nice spot. Danny just moved to Florida, Miami, where my cousin is, Megan. She's a firefighter. And then Michael is living at my grandma's with my mom because my parents got divorced, but that's a whole nother story. And yeah, I just thought you guys would enjoy this video and as much as I do. And I might have some other videos coming out from the 90s if I can get my hand on any more of these home movies. Otherwise, probably not going to put up too much old stuff, but might see another video or two. I think I got one, Flat Stanley, a 3rd grade project, where this kid gets smashed by a chalkboard or something, and he turns flat. And so we would decorate our own Flat Stanleys and send them to our relatives, and they would spend the day with Flat Stanley and show what life in their hometown is like. And I think my Flat Stanley video is like a long video, so I don't know if I want to put up the whole thing yet or what I'm going to do about that. But I'm going to put that in the school and the school playlist, and this one will probably go on the school playlist as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to rename the playlist or not. But this has been 90s Treehouse with Comrade J37, and stay chill. Here's the next video, and well, peace. Peace.